Ladies and gents, thank you all for coming along to Titans Thursday, number 298. Yes, it's getting close to the 300 mark. The 300 mark might be a little bit of a special one. We'll have to see. We don't know, okay? I'm not telling you, put it that way. So, a quick parish note, ladies and gents. Now that the fixtures have come out, and yes, there's a chance something might change, but I doubt it. Chester away on the Saturday, the 1st of April, will be the Supporters Club weekend away trip. Again, like last time when it didn't actually happen on the day, please book yourselves into the hotels. Ideally, most people want to stop at the Premier Inn in Chester, the Station Road one. Certain people has already booked in, me being one. So that's just a good heads up. That'll be Friday the 31st, going from here, coming back Sunday the 2nd. But ideally stopping in the Premier Inn, Station Road in Chester. Yeah. So, other parish notes, as you can see on the tables that are, for those with glasses on, you can read them. You'll see certain events that are coming up. Also, on both screens, we have information as to what's coming up, and it's the similar stuff to what's on Facebook and on Twitter. So for those that follow it either anyway, the information is out there. Please have a look, and of course, please try and get yourselves down here. The club still needs your cash, one way or the other. Thank you. Right, tonight, ladies and gents, once again, we've got re-signed players, which is great. So tonight, ladies and gents, please welcome Marcus Payne, Matt Challoner, and Sam Veal. Thank you, guys. You guys in the cheap seats in the wings, if you want to come and fill these seats, please do. Please do. Nobody bites because they've all been fed. All right. Okay then. So we've got 3 more returning players, which is good. Consistency, solidarity, whatever word you like to say. Welcome back, guys. Same as those that were here last week. Again, thank you for attending. I'm going to do the first part in the same format, ask all 3 players the same question, or ask the question and they can answer it, should I say. So ideally, who's got it? 5 minutes. Yeah, turn it on. There we go.
Hello.
There we go. It's passed out on that. Righto then. Yes, we've had a word with these guys before. Did we get all the answers? Who knows? Sorry, a little bit later on we'll be doing the brand for a grand, before I forget. Right then, Sam Veal, welcome back.
Thank you.
Once again, this season coming up, sponsored by the Gabriels, who are not twins. Right then, I know your dad sat there. You can embarrass him if you wish, it doesn't matter. Right, who or how introduced you to rugby?
Yeah, unfortunately I'm going to have to give the credit to the dad there. He took me down to the local rugby club, Sheffield Tigers, unfortunately, when I was about 4. And yeah, I've been playing ever since with my brother, with my friends, and at school.
Brilliant.
Matt? A similar story really, but it was my brother who I used to come and watch. Played at Rotherham for a good number of years, played for England A and stuff like that. I went to Dinnington at 6, really enjoyed it, and so we are today.
Brilliant. Marcus?
Yeah, similar thing to be fair. My family's a rugby family, so I got stuck in at a young age and got stuck into it.
Brilliant. I keep on. It's going to go da-da-da and then da-da-da, right? Right, the next question, guys. I'll bracket these 2 together. So, if you can run through the teams who you have played for, and if there's any honours to whoever you played for.
Yeah, so it started off as just like your school teams, over in D'Aston and Market Raisin. And then Market Raising was my local junior squad, and then through that it was Leicester Tigers Academy, and then went on to Bishop Burton College, played there for 2 years, went on to Yorkshire Carnegie Academy, and then flew over to New Zealand, playing in Christchurch, had a good season out there, and then flew back and signed for Rotherham.
Brilliant, Matt.
Started at Dinnington as a junior. Lucky enough to play representative for England youth at 16, 18 and 19 level. Played for Leeds Tykes for 5 or 6 years. Came to Rotherham 2007 I think till 10, and then Doncaster for 11 seasons and back now.
Right.
Yeah, mine are a bit less far afield. I started at Sheffield Tigers, as I said, and then moved to Aberdale when I was about 11, and then had a bit of a hiatus from rugby, and now I'm back for here at Rotherham. In terms of honours, I played for the county and Yorkshire Carnegie Academy as well.
Right, sorry. Right then. You're not that old, are you? Right, starting with you. What is your worst setback in rugby, including any current?
That would definitely be my shoulder injury, which was the main reason for my break. I did it about a year ago now, and it's just about back to where I think it should be, and so hopefully the new season will be good.
Okay.
I've been pretty lucky with injuries up to this season. Missed the last 6-7 games of this season, but prior to that I've been really lucky with injuries. The biggest setback probably when I left Leeds. I played 15-20 games in the Premiership, thought everything was going well, and then chose not to keep me. That hit me pretty hard, so then you have to go down a few levels to hopefully build back up.
Onwards and upwards, as they say.
Yeah, for me, similar to Sam, did my shoulder and collarbone. It put me out for 3/4 of the season and the academy season, so I didn't get to play much rugby. So that set me back quite a bit, as I didn't get the game time.
Okay, keep on. Right. I think you two has already answered the question to start with. Any family players, members playing, not just brothers, uncles, whatever, or aunties?
I don't have any family playing at the minute, to be fair. My dad played in the army most of his life, but apart from that, not really.
Like I mentioned earlier, the brother used to play at the club. We're in the team that were really successful, won a few leagues, so I was fortunate to watch quite a few of them games.
Good.
Yeah, I'm from quite a rugby traditional family. My dad played a lot, cousins, and my brother played for quite a high level as well.
Who with?
He played Leeds Uni first.
Okie doke. Because you're part-time now, what occupation do you have or do you want to be? Because you could be at university, college or something doing something else.
I'm actually currently working at Tesco's.
Which one? Where are you?
It's Kiln Way Retail Park in Sheffield near Hillsborough.
Right. Okay.
If anyone wants to go in, look out for me.
While you're collecting trolleys?
Yeah, something like that.
We're going next week.
Go on then, your dad just said you've got a degree.
Yeah, I might use that, maybe not.
Right, so geography, are you the in-house GPS?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, geography. It's just a fallback in case rugby don't work out.
Okay. Matt?
So I've only been working for a year. Prior to that, I've been a full-time rugby player from school. I'm a project manager for a utilities company called O'Connor's, based in Manchester, but I'm working out here at Sheffield. Been quite a good transition, enjoying the best of both, and yeah, enjoying myself.
You know? Yeah. Marcus?
So me, I've been working in construction and landscaping and stuff like that. It's going pretty well, to be fair. I don't really know, to be honest with you, what I want to do in the future, but we'll see where it goes.
We'll see where that one goes. Right, so going on to that, right. So the next question, as those that were here last week, is where do you see yourself in 10 or 15 years?
But yeah, it's a hard question to answer that. I don't know how to answer. Hopefully, playing good standard of rugby, carrying on my rugby, see where that goes, and who knows what job I'll be doing then.
So your landscaping isn't part of your
It's,
latter days.
It's not an aspiration, it's a good job at the
No.
minute, but as I say, I don't really know what I want to do for the future.
Right, someone to keep some money rolling in.
Yeah.
Okay.
From a work point of view, hopefully rise up the ladder a little bit in that sort of timeline. Rugby wise, I'm sure I'll be involved in some sort of level, whether it's playing at a really poor level or coaching like I've done.
Well, you're not going
we'll
to
see.
say all that. No, that's
We'll
it.
see.
Tesco CEO. No, it's a hard one to answer, like Mark said, but the only thing I'm sure about is I want to keep playing rugby, so hopefully just play go as far as I can, play as long as I can. If it's for Rotherham, even better.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's a very good answer. Right. So it goes without saying you must enjoy being at Rotherham Titans because you've re-signed, obviously. Why?
Yeah, it was easy. Obviously, I joined late on last season, so I just had a flavour of the back end of the season. Really enjoyed it. It was really welcoming. Really enjoyed, the rapport with the fans, between the players, after the games as well. And it's just a great club to be part of. So yeah, it was easy.
Matt?
Yep, same sort of lines really. I'm a local lad. I've played for Rotherham before, seen them at the Dizzy Heights, and want to be part of the team that fetches them up at a couple of leagues. And like you said about the supporters, I don't think there's a better supported team anywhere that I've been. And it'll be nice to, even this season, we're winning more games than we're losing. It's great in the clubhouse afterwards. And
Good feel, good factor and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Yeah, for me, I had a good end to the season. I really like to prove myself next season and show what I can do. And as you guys have said, the community around here is amazing, and it's really welcoming to be a part of it.
of course. And it's great to have you three back again. Are you nearly, guys? John, are you ready to do that?
Do you want to do it?
Good, you.
Do you want a break?
No, I don't mind. It's
I'll do it if you want.
right. Just we'll have a little break, guys, from you. Just stay there. We'll do the brand for a grand now.
That's what I like about Martin, he gives you plenty of notice. Welcome everybody. The brand for a grand is something that we introduced 5 years ago, and basically people put £1,000 in, be a supporter or a business, and for that they get various benefits, which if you bought them all separately would come to more than £1,000. So it's quite a good value thing, but it's also fun because we draw some names out of some sort of bucket, and whoever comes out gets to go on the shirt. So we've got supporters that do it, and we've got businesses that do it as well. We've got 6 new ones this year, so I'll just run through them to start with. So Brian Greville's come on as a supporter brand for a grand, and on the business side we've got Lawns Farms, ECA Business Energy, ETI Cloud, who were with us on the shorts at one point and disappeared, and we managed to pull them back this year. Enigans, who I'm grateful to Brian Greville for getting them on board. They've been down and done some match day sponsorship, and this year they've come on as a sponsor. And last but not least, Chris Milliken from Biblioteca, who's here with us tonight. So thanks for coming on board, Chris. We've also got 2 new shirt sponsors this year. So most of you will know Jeremy Neal Funerals. They've come on board, and they will appear on the shirt this year. And our school have been involved for quite a number of years as brand for a grand sponsors, have really upped their game this year, and they've taken on Harry's Bar for the entire season. So they're going to be bringing a party into Harry's Bar at every home game. So Mark and one of his colleagues, yeah. So really chuffed to get that from our school. It's really helped us this year. So big round of applause for Jeremy Neal Funerals in our school. So in the draw we've got 23 names split between supporters and businesses. We thank all of them and also the companies that have remained on the shirt. We're the same number of names on the shirt as we had last year, which is good news in current climate. So we lost 2 and we've gained 2. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Lindsay to join me and pull out the names. You're going to get one of the players, right? So we'll go for the supporters first. There's 8 names in here, so 25% chance of coming out. And here we go. First one is
Baz and Di.
Baz and Di, Mexbury Motor Company. And the away shirt,
I'm Coggins.
and Coggins again. So they're the 2. And here we go. This is the businesses. So there's 14 in here.
Sutton, McGrath, Harley.
Right, they've been with us for 3 years now, so nice to get them on board. And last but not least, Sam.
ACL Interiors Limited.
What a second year on the bounce. So well done to the guys who have come out. So ACL Interiors will be on the away shirt. And who was the other one? Sutton McGrath are on the home shirt. So that's it for another year. Thank you very much. I'm going to hand back to Martin and he'll move on to the second half of the questions.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Right, one thing I've omitted last week was questions off. I know you're waiting. Questions off the floor. Anybody any questions for these guys? Over there.
We've got some players down from Rotherham Phoenix Juniors. Is there any words that can inspire them in their rugby careers?
You hear that?
Yeah, Charles will be better at that one, but I'll just quickly say that just keep working hard and listen to your coaches because they know best.
Yeah, it's a tough question, really. I think for me, you've got to enjoy it. That's the main thing. Not saying you are push your parents or anything like that, but I don't think there's anything worse. And I think it's got to be for them. They've got to really enjoy it and love what they do.
You all enjoy it?
And different from football, I know the trendy things, all these academies and things like that now. But I do believe it's still in rugby. If you're good enough, you play in League 10 or anything low like that, and you're good enough, you will get noticed and get spotted. And there's a pathway for everybody.
Yeah, for me, it's just you will get a lot of setbacks, but just keep going. And the harder you try, the more effort you put in, the better the outcome will be. So just keep putting in the work, and you'll get the reward at the end of it.
Thank you, guys. Another question, anybody? I'll give you a minute. Why not? Because you're going to ask a question right at the end when I've done all these, aren't you?
Biggest disappointment in your career so far?
Is that one? That one. He broke his arms.
No, it's not. It's not on my sheet, so yes. Are you sure? That's under setbacks and injuries. Right then, guys. Like last week, not in any particular order, the questions. With it, right? You were here last year, obviously, because you re-signed. So, within the team, who or what really cracks you up and why? You understand that?
Yeah, it's got to be George Tucker for his nights out, his antics he gets up to. So for me, it's George
A
Tucker.
little bit more.
Yeah, Astoney. Yeah, all I've got to say is Astoney.
Okay. Charles?
I think Marcus gives him a run for his money, to be fair. He's had a few. He don't seem to know what one that he's on when he's had a couple of shandies. Things that make me smile is some lads have like a bit of a ritual before a game. Nothing out of the ordinary. But if you mess with them a little bit, throw them out to counter, they can't cope. It always tickles me messing with people like that.
Okay.
Yeah, George Sucker's definitely up there. Marcus is up there. Theo's another one that's a good laugh on and off the field. And Paulie as well. Paulie's a funny guy. Just the way he is, his demeanour and the way he walks, the way he acts is just a funny guy.
Okay. Oh, it's bad this because your dad's still in the room. Yeah. But no. Got a bit of feedback here. Someone's interfering with me. Right. Who do you most admire in life?
Father.
See that? What about your mother? She put up with you.
No, I think of just admiring someone as a rugby player. I've got a few people I admire greatly. Some of the current England players, the likes of George Ford, Owen Farrell, and 10's gone by, so Johnny Wilkinson's up there. Those would be my biggest admirations from a rugby point of view, definitely.
Okay, Chow, and will this one include Mr. Quigley?
I wouldn't thought so.
Right, okay.
It's a tough one. In sport, not really. I obviously admire everybody in the rugby world, but I think like boxers really. I do appreciate what they do, and it's an individual sport. I really take my hat off to them, and also people who work in the military. Like it's a job for us. It's not life and death at the end of the game. We want to win every game, but it's not.
Yeah.
While people go into that sort of atmosphere, I really take my hat off and really commend them.
And on that score, ladies and gents, this Saturday at 10 o'clock in Rotherham, it's Armed Forces Day. Just thought I'd tell you that. Marcus?
Yeah, for me it's just all top level athletes, all the work they put in, all the stuff they don't see. It's pretty amazing about the things they've gone through and how to get through to get to where they are. And I don't think a lot of people appreciate what they do.
That's true, that's so true. Okay then, while you've got it, what is your most embarrassing moment?
Can't be as bad as life. It can't be as bad as
Ever. Your most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing. I've got a market you want me to get.
I'm not going to pick donks, so don't worry about it.
No, you're not top donks.
Oh, don't it?
I've got one that is rugby related. In fact, I remember when I was a lot younger, I was a late bloomer, should we say, and I was one of the smallest players on the field. And I remember being comfortably over the try line and just getting picked up and thrown dead over the dead ball line. So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
A couple on the rugby field. The ones that stick out in my mind is making your debut for Leeds. So you got your big waterproof trackie before you get on, stripping down, then realising you ain't got any shorts on at all. Then it's a big moment, having to tell the coach, I'll have to go back in, and it didn't happen. Just put somebody else on. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to be fair. Playing for Bishop Burton, I got fully caked running down the line, on video and everything. Everyone had a great laugh. Day after on video, watching me run down the wing with my shorts between my ankles.
Not quite donks, but it's getting there, isn't it? Not quite donks, but it's getting there. Right then. I'm sure you know, all three of you, how do your friends describe you?
A few words, I'd say.
But just remember, there are minors. There are minors.
Yeah. I don't know, hopefully a good laugh, a good person to be around. Bit mischievous, I say, every now and then.
I could always go and ask somebody else.
I'd like to think along the same sort of lines. From a rugby point of view, I think my teammates would say that try really hard, whether we're successful or not, always do my best, and
Yeah.
that's usually enough, and it's a good trait that I've
Of course it's a good trait.
ended on before.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar. I'd like to think that they said I was, loyal, honest, and I'd certainly like to be my teammates as well as hardworking.
Okay then. Fair enough. Right, what? I think it is mine, yeah. Right, what skill would you like to learn and why?
I've managed to I managed to teach myself quite poorly a little bit of guitar, but one thing that I would really love to learn is to play the piano. That's one thing I've always thought was really impressive, and I'd love to be able to do that.
Do you have one at home?
No, we don't.
Right.
Yeah, I think it'd be really impressive to be able to play a musical instrument, not holding my breath. I don't think there'll be much chance of that, to be honest. And similarly with a foreign language, some of the lands I've played with, they've got 3 or 4 languages that can speak fluent. That's always impressed me.
For me, I'd love to learn how to sail. It's a big dream of mine to get a sailboat and go sailing.
Is that solo or with a team or what?
Solo, to be fair, just when I'm a bit older, retired even, go sailing around the world.
Okay, right. Now, you just touched on the language. One of the questions I asked last week, yes, and there was a surprise in the bag. Do you speak another language other than English? And if so, can you prove it?
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Oh, dearie. Okay. One of the questions I didn't ask last week, if you could witness an event of the past, present, and possibly in the future, what would that be?
If I had to pick one from the past, I'd probably go for a World Cup win, either rugby or football. I think that'd be amazing to see.
To be there.
Yeah. And one thing that I would love to see now, being part of Rotherham, is Rotherham back in the Premiership.
Yeah. Well said that, man.
I'll stay on the sports. I've been quite a big fan of boxing. I'd like to watch Muhammad Ali, maybe the Rumble in the Jungle or something like that.
Right.
And that's one of the iconic moments that if you could say I was there, that'd be really impressive.
From the past, similar to be fair, just watching family, my dad play rugby, see me play county and stuff like that, so just watching, see how he played, see how he grew up as well. Present, we'll go future.
Yeah.
In the future, I'd love to see England win the World Cup. And as Sam say, watch Rotherham do well.
Excellent. Right then, guys. You're rugby players. What are you most afraid of?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite scared of spiders.
Right.
It's one of mine. But also, like letting people down. I hate letting people down.
Right.
A little bit scared of heights, a little bit claustrophobic, tunnels and all sort of that. That's my worst nightmare. That's about it really. I think.
Someone big running at me on the field, or I'm actually like Charlie, a little bit claustrophobic as well. I don't like small spaces, lifts. That doesn't work for me.
Okay then. Right. Who were the three? So.
Hello.
Right. Who are the 3? I think that's the dishwasher interfering with us actually. That. Who are the 3 people that you spend the most time with?
Hello, I think this one's gone.
Yeah, take that.
The 3 people I spend the most time with, firstly would be my girlfriend, boring, and then probably my mum and dad would be second because they're the people I see every day. Those are 3 people that are in my life most commonly.
My wife and 2 kids, see them every day, try and get away from them, but there's not much chance of that. I've got a few mates I go to the gym with and stuff like that, not just to train, but social and things like that. So I've got quite a few really close friends I see a couple of times a week.
For me, I live with 3 lads, so I've got a house with 3 other lads, so I spend most of the days with them, come home from work, see them, weekends with them, so yeah, it's them.
Sorry about the interlude. Just watch the potter's wheel.
Didn't know what he's talking about.
Took it with you, Martin.
Sorry about that, guys. A couple more questions, people. Anybody else got a question? No? Okay. How do you spend your free time?
On evenings, I normally go to the gym, and then on weekends, if I'm not playing rugby, I like to go to town. I like to go different cities, exploring, get Airbnbs everywhere. Do like a festival as well, so when there's some festivals on, I like to go to festivals.
That's music.
Yeah.
Along the same sort of lines, go to the gym quite often, like I say, as much social as anything else. Also go cycling quite a bit, got a couple of dogs that I take out every day, so it keeps me busy.
Yeah, similar. Just like spending time with my family, my friends, my girlfriend, and also just playing on my guitar a little bit as well, which I like to do at home.
That's an acoustic then?
Yeah.
That's okay. What do you feel most proud of?
I suppose completing my degree was a proud moment. As much as I was joking about it earlier, it was 3 years of hard work that paid off in the end, and I was glad to get it, get that in the bag. And I'm also proud of what I've accomplished so far in rugby, but I'm also keen to try and accomplish more.
Yeah, from a rugby point of view, been lucky enough to be, like I mentioned earlier, full-time professional for nearly 20 years, which, like I say, I'm really proud of that. Proud of my family, what they do and how they go about their business. Went to university myself, did quite well. That's about it, really.
Yeah, for me it's just how determined I am, just don't really give up ever. I'm quite proud of the fact that no matter what I do, I always stick to it.
Of course. I'll give you another question. What's your best childhood memory?
For me, it's probably adopting my little brother. That was a big moment in our family's life. So for me, that would be mine.
Holidaying with my family was child when my dad passed recently. That resonates quite a bit. I remember from a Rotherham point of view when they were at Bedford and they wanted to get promoted. That was a good weekend. I don't think I was old enough, but I had quite a few beers that day.
Yeah, I've got a lot of really great memories from my childhood. One thing I always remember is there's like a little path that used to go around our house, and I used to race my brother around on a bike, and I love thinking about doing that.
Okay. Guys in the room, has anybody got any questions that you like to ask any of these three people? Oh, hang on, who's that? Right, where are you pointing? Just a sec. Yeah.
Is there anything in your careers that you would do differently?
I can't say I can't. My career's hopefully only just blossoming a little bit. I'm only right at the start of my journey. So at the moment, I've not got any major regrets that I can speak of now.
Nothing major. I've enjoyed everything I've done. When I left Leeds Sykes, who were the Premiership at the time, got a bit disillusioned with it. Ended up going to Morley, who were in the same division as this. I had a few offers to go and play down south abroad at a better level, but just didn't bottle it. But just took a backward step, fell out with it a little bit. I wish I'd done that, but then I want to be where I'd be.
Yeah.
Maybe just for me, just staying in New Zealand for one more season. It's a great place, a great environment. So it'd be nice to have another season out there and learn a bit more.
Any other questions, guys? Yes?
One each, I guess. Start with you, Sam. Massive season for you at this level. I think you're probably going to be the first 10. Jenks and Tommy will sign in another one. Yet. So, tell me what sort of pressure is going to be on you and how you're looking to develop individually and then what you're going to bring to the team. I'll follow that up with one for Charles, a silly one. I can't remember the last year that you played a season. We're not having Colin Quigley in the squad, so perhaps just talk about Cole and Marcus. You had a great run of games towards the end of last season, and we're going to have to fight like hell to start again this year. So what are the challenges you face to get that shirt?
Yeah, so I'll start. Yeah, so this gonna be obviously I joined late last season and kind of got thrown in at the end of the season while it was sort of winding down. So this will be a first full pre-season that I'll have, and I'll feel properly at home and come September hopefully. And yeah, it will be a big season because it's like TJ said, I've not really played at this level for a full season before. And from my game, I suppose, as a 10, you'd always hope that your game management's good and your communication is strong. And so those are certainly skills that I'm sort of looking to hone and put out on the field, and hopefully it can result in Rotherham winning games and ultimately promotion.
Yeah, I think as not just only as a team but as a club, we will miss Quiggs. He's a colourful character for those who don't know him. Probably wrapped up a good, 150, 200 games with him across playing for Rotherham and Donny. Earlier in his career, 4 or 5 seasons ago and before that, really fantastic player, really good. Hated fitness, hated anything about being a rugby player. Like he'd say, well, it's just about the Saturday, that's what I get paid for, that's my job. Anything in between, he'd do his absolute best to get out of. Great for him to go out like he did. I'm sure most of you have been here. Scrum penalty, kicking the last conversion. You can't write that, it's unbelievable. Celebrated it quite well as well. But no, it will be weird having him not moaning every day. I do speak to him probably daily, so I still get my fix and he still does moan quite a lot.
Yeah, similar to Sam, this is my first season of men's actual rugby. And it's because I had a good end of the season. My confidence is building a lot. I think if I carry that through to start next season into pre-season, I reckon I'll be at the doors banging. I'm ready for it. So I'll see what I can offer.
Thank you.
Martin, can I have 2 quick
Yeah.
questions? Marcus, while you've got the mic, whose shirt you're going to take, just so we can warm up. And I'm sure Mark will pick this up, so all the boys will see that. And then 2, semi-serious question. You're going to be the quarterback, Sam. Like I said, it's your first full season in proper men's rugby. You've got some big characters in this team, big players, lots of experience. Onus is on you to pull him around the park and shout instruction. Feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, for me, 6 or 7 to be honest. I think it's going to be a great competition this season for who gets a shirt, so I'll fight either one of them for it.
Yeah, like TJ said, it's certainly a big step up and a big ask. Something I'm really looking forward to. I'm itching for pre-season. Yeah, I'm, like I said, I'm trying to hone my game management and communication. And one of the things about playing 10 is you've got to push people around. And that includes pushing people around like this guy that played a lot higher level than me. I've got to put them where I want them. And I'm really looking forward to the challenge. Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else? Go on then.
What's your best moment in rugby?
That's to all of you.
I think my best moment in rugby would be winning the Yorkshire Cup with my under-18 side at Sheffield. That was we'd been trying to do it for a long time, and when we did it, it was really good.
Playing for England as a schoolboy, that was something that I'd always wanted to do, and really proud to do that. And also when we got a few years ago now, we got to the championship final to go up, and we managed to beat Bristol at Bristol in front of a sold out Ashton Gate. It was a big moment for us.
Yeah, just for me, signing my first contract was quite a big thing for me. Never signed before, then come to Rotherham and got offered one, so for me it was quite a big thing.
See that? Yeah. Anybody else, guys? Because the quizzes and bingoes are arriving. Any other questions? No? Right, thank you once again, everybody, for turning up to Titans Thursday number 298. And can we have a big thank you to Marcus Payne, Matt Challoner and Sam Veal for their time.